Hi everyone. In this short video, we're going to look at how you can create your own writing sample questions. So just to refresh our memories, I've got the information about the writing sample up here. So you can see an example of what this looks like. Test takers have 5 minutes to write about a topic, and you have a question. The example question here is about artists and societies, artists and scientists, and comparing the two. And yeah, that's pretty much how this question works. Of course, the answer to this question also gets shared with the institutions that test takers apply to. So next, let's take a look at how we can create our own practice questions for the writing sample. All right, I've got ChatGPT open here, and I'm going to copy and paste out a prompt that can help us create some writing sample questions. So we've got the basics here, generate some writing questions. I've put in B1 to B2 level learners. Now, of course, the Duolingo English test could measure anyone's level of English, but like most proficiency tests, B1, B2 is probably the key. So we'll put that there. And then we've got some, I guess, what would you say, like criteria for it to follow. So these areas here, recount an experience, give examples and recommendations, argue a point of view. Those are from the Duolingo English test technical manual. I want to make sure that the prompt is in straightforward language that at least students of B1 level can understand. Not much point in creating questions if you can't, or the person taking the test can't understand them. We've also got here that the question needs to be between 7 and 44 words in length. Again, that's also from the technical manual. And down here at the bottom, I've got 3 sample questions. These are from the test taker guide. And at the very bottom here, I've said output a certain number of questions. So let's do maybe say 15 questions that adhere to these guidelines. And let's see what we end up with. Okay, so you can see some of these are focusing on experiences. Describe a memorable trip you've taken. What made it special? What did you learn from the experience? A time when someone helped you. And then probably if we go down here, yeah, we've got things that are maybe more related to, I don't know, talking about things in general, right? Traditions, cultures, study in school, etc., etc. So, of course, we could just go ahead and use those questions, but we might find that some of these questions could be similar to questions that we already have. So what I'm going to do next is ask ChatGPT to check these questions against some questions that I've already got here. So I'm going to ask it to compare these questions on this new list to some existing questions. And let's add the existing questions here. We'll put a colon. We'll also put some pound signs just to separate things to make them clear. And I'm going to copy and paste these practice questions. Okay, and it's found here some which are similar. So for example, it's got a memorable trip you've taken. And this one almost exactly the same, right? What is a memorable trip you've taken? So that's one that we would want to replace. What are some ways people can reduce their waste and protect the environment? Very similar to this one. What are some ways that people can make changes? So you can see not all of them are the same, but actually quite a few of them are. So if you already have a list of questions and you want to create new ones, then you can go through this process and make sure that your new questions don't overlap too much with your existing questions.